When it comes to nature, you can't go past the Fraser Coast, rich in diversity and beauty. But did you know it's also home to a town equally as diverse in history, Maryborough? Founded in the late 1840s, Maryborough was an official port of entry for the new colony. Today, reminders of the town's historical ties are at every corner. Reminders like this very special military memorial.
We call it Gallipoli to Armistice, Maryborough's memorial to the Anzacs.
Yeah.
And it's not only about this man, Duncan Chapman, Maryborough boy born and bred and the first Allied soldier ashore at Gallipoli. It's about men and women who've made the ultimate sacrifice and have gone in all conflicts that we've been involved in.
And who's this lovely lady?
This lady was never going to have a name, but the artist named her Mary Poziere because she sits on the Poziere Arbour. She's dressed to go to town. If she's got someone on the Western Front or she's got someone overseas, the first thing she's going to do when she comes to town is to go right over there to the post office and see if she's got a letter from a loved one. Yeah. Today she has. So she's walked across here to sit in the peace and tranquility of Queen's Park to read that letter.
One of the most moving statues of the memorial is Private Harrison.
He's representative of the soldiers coming out of the trenches on the Western Front, and Bean described them as having a 1,000-yard stare. They just looked straight through you. There was nothing there. When you start to read about what they went through, it's not hard to understand why. 4 days at the front, get back 4 days in amongst our artillery that's going off 24 hours a day, and then thinking that in 4 days' time you're going back to that hell that you came from.
You can't imagine.
You can't imagine.
These statues and the displays and the entire memorial, it gets you. It's more than just a plaque. I suppose that's the intention.
To try and sort of give some sense of pride, and a sense of thankfulness about what these people did.
I think it's incredible, mate. I think you've all just done the most amazing job.
Thank you.
And from a military memorial to a military museum that's home to over 7,000 artefacts.
Dates from the 1870s as a warehouse.
Oh, what a building.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Showing me around, Maryborough's town crier, Ken Ashford.
Chris, I'll like to come and show you the Victoria Cross that we have here. And this is Herbert James, who was a British officer.
How rare is it to have that?
In the whole of the Gallipoli campaign, there were 9 Australians and 1 New Zealander were awarded the Victoria Cross, and there were 29 British soldiers. So a very, very rare medal.
Here, more soldiers are recognised for gallantry for the Gallipoli campaign than anywhere else in the world.
Mate, I could spend days in here just searching around and reading the stories, but we're on a schedule. We've got to be somewhere, don't we?
We certainly do. It's all going Maryborough. We've got to go and fire our time cannon.
Let's go.
Let's go.
The cannon is a replica of the one fired at the same time daily, acting as the town clock.
3, 2, 1. God bless Australia!
We're had a heart attack. God bless Australia.
And that's not the only historic artefact Ken drives. Maryborough is also home to a replica former steam train, the Mary Ann.
The Mary Ann was built back in 1873 to haul timber out of the forestry down Tin Can Bay Way, and hauled carry pine for 20 years.
And she runs beautifully, can I say? And I think you really enjoy driving it too, mate. You had a massive smile on your face the entire way.
Well, it's a fun job, isn't it?
It's awesome. It's fantastic to see it just cruising around on a loop around Maryborough, hey?
Yes, no, it's one of the magic moments of Maryborough.
Speaking of magic, there's no better time to bring up this lady. Mary Poppins was born in Maryborough. Well, sort of. Her creator, author Helen Lyndon Gough, was. And Carmel Murdoch keeps the Mary in Maryborough. She's been playing the famous nanny for 20 years.
You're besotted with Maryborough.
I am. You know, I came here in 1973. They can't get rid of me. I won't go.
What is it about it?
It's the people.
Yeah.
The people are just so friendly and they'll be up for anything. We're the only city in the world that has a Mary Poppins Festival. We also have Relish, which is a food and wine festival. We have the Technology Challenge. We have so many different things here. We're minutes from the bush. We're not far from the bay. So we're the centre.
For all the details on the historical spots of Maryborough I visited today, head to our website.